Let's do a hard mode. Get one on the books. Might as bloody well see if I'm able to remember how to do it correctly. I'm going to leave the sound on, because why not? It's easy enough. If you go fast enough, you don't even have to worry about putting any Johnnies over here. You can just fill out on the bar. I don't think you need to upgrade anybody. Just wind up upgrading one because, I mean, you know, why not? Significant. Right. Yeah, I know you want me to click. There, I got rid of it. Now, it's during this one I actually will do a pause to get that last Johnny in on time. I don't think I need to, but I do. And from here we're good. Let's take a couple upgrades here and there. Speed it up. It'd be nice if there was like, it'd be nice if escape would cancel out of that window for you, but it does not seem to. Boom. Love it. There, give him slow. Buy the money hat. And now it's the Johnny show. Or Johnny show, the David show. And a lot of these wind up amounting to you just kind of have to wait for the guy to eventually come around. You do 4 Davids. Johnny on the top left corner. Another David over here. And you don't have to worry about doing any upgrades. Or you could do David, David, like Johnny, somewhere. So it's like David, Johnny, something like that. But that way you don't have to worry about upgrading anybody, so you never incur the wrath of slowing down, screen pausing, all that jazz. This guy dies. Put another on the bar, because a lot of these you do have to just sit and wait for them to finish. This ruins this bottleneck, otherwise it would be perfect. And these ruin the initial bottleneck, otherwise it would be perfect. On easy, you actually just use a couple of Johnnies, and then a David, and then like a couple over here at that bottleneck to finish them off. But this works. Ugh. I hate these guys, because these are the ones that can just dodge, and there's not really much you're going to be able to do about it. Yeah. Oh well. Johnny will help whittle things down. Eventually put a David there. But all of these guys just get mangled real quick. Oh no! Wow. Okay, so I guess I should put the David there first. Either there, I just didn't have the Johnny there fast enough so he didn't get his damage in. Oh well. I'll just do David, David. And then Johnny over here. That was dumb of me. Way to cost myself a couple minutes. It's not something you want to do, but I did it. Oops. Yeah, let's just do the vanilla route. 4 Davids, you'll level them up. It sucks having to level them up, but you'll level them up. I should have made coffee before doing this. Oh well. These are all the units you need. You just power them up. Yes, I'm going to lose a lot of time on this one, but that's fine. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Come on, power him up. Thank you. And so we're still stuck with the 2 that can dodge. hard as everybody hits, it's not a big issue. Yeah, see, now they hit hard enough that they absolutely decimate them. He'll eventually get his points. Probably not this round, though. So I'll just power him up instead. Everybody gets to 2. One guy gets to 3, and that's pretty much the stage. There's yours. There's everybody at 2. What are they called? Big boy. I'll power him up too. Why not? You don't want to do slow. It actually takes that much longer for them to get all the way around. So you just go with raw damage. So you're not using slow on this stage. You start using slows on the next one. And that's that. Great. On to 3. But this one's mostly the Johnny show. You start putting in David's later on. You have to work your way forward with your group. Find the best bottleneck you can. Unfortunately, it's all the way back there. On easy, you wind up with enough money, and they all have lesser health too, the lower the difficulty. So you can use that first bottleneck, but not yet. And there are some chances. Occasionally a drunk thug will get all the way through. You don't like it, but it happens. Because, I mean, they could dodge. Yep, so there you go. There was that one trying to sneak through. Yes. Cat's being very potent. He wants attention. And nothing else. Sometimes she just is yapping at me. Like, hey, I want something. What? Hey, I want something. But what? I know there's a couple of time saves. Like, there's a couple of stages where I don't know why I didn't have, like, the right gear equipped. And or used the strat for different gear, so it just didn't go well for me. And he will start building towards slows, so he can pot shot the stealthy units once they come out and they get slowed down. So there's those guys trying to sneak through again. Let's get our 2 poppers going. We don't have the Tecumseh aura yet, so we can't see stealthed units when they are stealthed. So you have to pop them as early as possible so that they unstealth further down the line, and then all of these guys can murder them. Just absolutely mangle them, yeah. And they can show up on, I think, 10? So it's good to get everybody rolling as much as you can. You want enough experience dumped into that David so you can get up to like 2 or 3 levels. But for now, more DPS is the way to go, because it clears things faster, if you imagine that. Oh, it's 9. It's 9 where the stealth units come in. My bad. Well, that means I can get a slow going on you, and you'll pop 1 from each group. Going, and I'm going to need more DPS around that corner. I'll speed up how long this takes, because yeah, that way I won't have to worry about going all the way back here to finish clearing a wave. I do wonder if a David would be better served there than a Johnny, but I usually just build 2 Johnnies right here. Just kind of wander into that last bottleneck and get mangled, which is what you want. There's the 3 slows, that's what you need. And this is one of those fun instances where after you've cleared all of the guys, or once the boss gets past all these guys, you can then sell off all the guys near the start and build a second bottleneck real quick. One of those fun instances. Bam, bam, bam. Lots of super slows. And then getting to the back half of the bottleneck doesn't matter nearly as much because we have we were still working on guys up front. And so, power you up. Yeah, just as a bit of a backup right there like that. That's fine. Town 2. Hire Billy. Give him a stun. Damage and radius gun, which allows me to actually do some more fun shenanigans on this one. Excuse me. Alright. Johnny. 2 poppers. There we go. And then 1 Johnny down here. Oh no, David on the bar. What am I talking about? I was going to say something right here. I know I'm... yeah, I need a David there. I was going to say I know I'm forgetting somebody. Yay! So there are stealthy units that come in from either one of these sides. With that damage and radius gun, I'm actually able to to catch them as they first wander in. He picks off guys that start wandering in too. I don't need slows on him yet. For right now, it's just we need enough damage to clear everybody. Like this. I know there's a lot of these guys coming in, so having as much damage as we can get into the bottleneck is what you want. And he needs a slow now, so he can get 2 shots off to kill this guy. And I think you don't need the slow. That's right around when I wind up grabbing it. There's, I put a David here too, I think, which helps there, and then also picks off stragglers. You would think building more in here would be better, but you actually don't worry about doing that. Interestingly enough. Yeah, we're good there. The less heavy lifting that the bottleneck has to do, the better. Another David in there to do a fair amount of damage. I wonder if that's the wrong move. I think I might need another DPS. Nope, we're good. Okay. It's the 3rd slow is what I needed there. Now we're on the final wave, throwing another Yanni. Just help whittle everybody down. Grab some extra damage. Not really much of a necessity because this is pretty much it, but might as well. Great. Grab the half of the amulet. This one never really changes, does it? 3 Davids. That's why you buy that money hat. Because otherwise you're doing 2 Davids and you don't have enough. Or you do 1 David and 2 Johnnies and they're not enough. They don't have the range really to be super effective right there. And the last time before we get to Tecumseh, this is the last time we have to worry about using early poppers. Call them poppers because you gotta... The stealthy units, they stealth after the first time they're hit. And then after an amount of time, which I think is based off of their health, like their maximum health, is when they unstealth. So there are some times where one of these guys will pop him, which is the next round, of course. It'll pop them, and then they won't unstealth on hard. Well, they just won't unstealth. They'll get all the way to the end. Not good. I don't like that. But now we just fill out the bottleneck with 2 more Davids and a Johnny, boost up their damage, and that's it. I do like how that 1 gun is enough to give Johnny an extra point of damage, David a couple extra points. This is probably one of the more frustrating bosses because it's a drunk thug. So, in theory, he could dodge everything and he'll just run to the end. And it's the boss. There's nothing you can do about it. Very, very annoying. We don't like that. But managing your resources to get the guys you want going here. Generally what you gotta do. Really need to be mashing start faster. Curious as to how much that's getting picked up on the microphone now. Great. All 6 are set. We can go ahead and start dumping slows into him. And damage everywhere else. You want at least 3 on him for it to really matter. It's pretty much 50% slower. Well, it's 45, but it's not only that, but they'll try to target anyone that doesn't have a slow on them yet. So he won't target the same guy over and over. He will stop as many guys in a wave as he can. And there's other little things, how close someone is, or how further along the path versus new guy that he hasn't stunned. He'll go for new guy that hasn't been slowed, I should say. He'll go for the new guy first, as opposed to guy further down the path, unless there are no other options. So, just gotta manufacture what you can, really. He might get to 4. No, he's not going to. Okay. That's fine. And he's done, so we can then get as much damage in as we can. There we go. Okay, well, we landed the slow. That's what you need to see to be able to get past him. So that's what you want to see. Hooray! Get that and get the head popper on him. Oh, I never remember. Money belt and damage gun, yeah. The money belt. Now we've got a ton of cash at the start of each round. It really lets us start lumping in the guys that we need to work with. And in some of these instances, surprisingly on hard, you actually need to go with 2 Tecumsehs to get things done the way you want to. So same as that other one, we have to worry about getting guys all the way back and around on both sides of this bar. Which is annoying, but that's just kind of how it goes. Oh well. You'll get yours as well. Thunk, there it is. And now we have the bottleneck is secure for being able to see any stealth units. So now it's building David's on the bar. And then we do our first appearance of Billy the Kid, who will be doing a lot of damage everywhere. I think that's the wrong spot, but I don't remember. I think I was supposed to go mid with him. Well, fine so far. You surprisingly don't worry about stuns. Once again, it's going early with the stun isn't really going to help you because it's going to take longer for them to get all the way around. It'll help in the bottleneck eventually, just not yet. One more David on the bar. And we just keep pushing more damage. Watch this engine. There we go. He tries to sneak right through, and he snipes him. I love it. Somehow, in that big group, he manages to snipe the one that's going to be the big problem. So I actually hit start. And then you just keep building more damage. Is what you do. Oh no. They didn't even get through. Oh no. Now here's the drunk thugs again. Nobody likes them. Sorry, I accidentally pulled up a YouTube video. Didn't mean to. You do one more David there. It is helpful, and then set up the bottleneck to really start mangling things. Because yeah, you start running into a lot of guys trying to sneak through at the very end. And, we don't want that. Great. Get the Billy rolling too. The other nice thing about Billy, low damage, yes, but dual wielding. So all these little groups of guys like this get blown up very fast because he's able to hit two at a time. So he's able to pick off stragglers instead of waiting for the next big slow shot from a David. And you also use a Johnny to help pick things off too. And that's when the fun starts happening. Once you start getting too many units on the screen, there winds up being a bit of slowdown. We just do two Davids and then three Davids, and then we just boost stuns, damage across the board. That's how you do it. Could be going for stuns right now, but right this second, I want more damage. Oh, I should have put you there. Oh well. If you got any cash left over, you can put a couple of Billies there. It's useful. Just kind of pick people off. You don't want to have the mouse on the screen wavering, because as you can see, that adds to the lag. It winds up being very lag, unfortunately. What are you going to do? Those guys are going to... Oops, I wandered into the aura. One more day and we'll start powering people up. I think this is the one. This is the stage where I was using the wrong strats. Like I bought the wrong belt or something. So I had more damage, but I wasn't able to get the two Tecumsehs immediately rolling. So I was trying to run with just things on the bar, and it was a heck of a lot slower, and ultimately wound up failing. So, not good. Not what you want to see. And you don't want, you're at the point where you don't want to have to worry about things going all the way over here because you got to wait on it, and it's terrible. So instead of that, stuns and a lot of damage in the bottleneck. that's getting the bottleneck rolling the way you want it to. So now we're just going to power people up. And once again, you don't worry about slows. It's going to be annoying because now you have to wait for those guys to get all the way around, and nobody wants that. I don't think the damage boost from the aura ever really overtakes a singular shot from Tecumseh gaining so much damage. Because the base Johnny is 40, this Tecumseh is almost hitting double. I mean, and he fires faster. Higher numbers, the faster speed. So, I mean, you gotta go with that, right? This is the last one. Should have been boosting him up a bit. And his damage is low, generally speaking. You wind up going for the chance to crit. Because he just annihilates things sometimes. So we'll just take that now while I'm thinking about it. On to 7. You know the drill here is what my notes say. Oh, right, yes. Yeah, there, and David, and David. And then we do David, David, 2 Billies, a couple more Davids. And it's just kind of hilarious. This David gets slows, these Billies, this one gets stuns, this one gets head poppers. And it's one of those fun instances where you kind of just watch the boss just die sometimes. Oh, he's got a ton of health. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, never mind, he's dead. Good times, good times. We don't worry about the slows just yet. For now, it's just more Davids with the extra range, the big damage. So David, 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 Billies. But you want to, and another David. You want to get the Billies rolling a bit earlier. You want a ton of experience into them, since you get that from actually shooting guys. It's helpful to do that. So Billy the first. We'll do Billy the second. His aura just barely isn't large enough to be able to hit, you know, these guys and that guy and this guy, which is annoying, but it's whatever. Still kicking myself. Really should have made more coffee before doing this. And there's really no harm in getting early stuns, because really you want more experience dumped into the Billies, so them getting their shots off as opposed to these guys, who I don't think I even level up, is definitely useful. It's dumping more experience into the guys you want the experience in. It's 3 stuns across the board. I go for 5 stuns regardless of which one, and then the rest into head popping. So all told, across both of them, you have 10% crit, or 10% crit, 10% headshot, which I guess is a crit, and it's like 35 stun. Well, that guy's not going to make it, though, because that's why you stack those guys over there. Get a couple of stuns in it. I'm going to go all the way to the 3. He's got his 3 now. So between the 3 slows, and the stuns, good. Now we can work on head popping after that. I'm actually not going to be giving them the head popping, since it immediately kills units, which is less experience, because, I mean, he's dead. You can't keep shooting him for more experience. So instead, at this point, since all they're going to be doing is grinding up their own levels, for now, I can just take the money and build in more raw damage. One more, and that's it. This is one of those instances where I boost up Tecumseh's aura, because you want him firing faster. You want both of them firing faster. It doesn't help him. those guys wind up firing a lot faster, and that's what matters. Get as many shots in as you can to stun and or just immediately pop some heads. Do one more. We'll just, yeah. A little bit faster in the way of fire and speed. Occasionally, yeah, you'll see headshot. It's just gone. It doesn't give all the experience to that Billy, though, which is annoying. You'd think, well, just automatically dead. Well, nope, all that experience is gone. Sorry. But it also means you clear the wave faster, so not really complaining about it too much. After this is the boss. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the more that we're gonna get. Plenty of stuns, and we got a couple of head poppers. So we'll just boost up damage of the relevant guys over here. One, two. Hey, why not? 1, 2. Great. And hopefully the boss just immediately dies due to a headshot. Hopefully. If not, he's still going to die. It's just, you know. There it is. It took a while. Jeez. Town. You don't even need Thomas. I'll just hire him because, yeah, why not? You got to get the good gun there, which means you sell off the crappy gun here. And this is our first end game weapon. Hooray. We move on to 8. Bottleneck up front, and 2 Davids to pick things off behind him. So this is when we start seeing head crit and head popping, but it's also our first appearance of caprals, who are immune to special things. You can't poison them, you can't fear them, you can't slow them, you can't stun them, you can't headshot them. Which is where Johnny comes into play, because his first ability, the chance to crit, it's a buff. It is not something done to the enemy. It is a chance for him to do 4 times damage. So instead of doing 17, he does 68. And a 30% clip of that happening, which means that's very, very useful for taking out the caprals. And really just anybody. And I do still wind up doing a couple of abilities. I do, I think, headshots on them. You don't need to worry about the stuns, again, because the caprals are just going to be buttheads about it. I'm waiting for it to come, so I want to get the... You got another Tecumseh, so you have most of this set up to anti-aura things. And the sooner you get him rolling with his experience, the better. And you can also slot in a bunch of guys around him, so his aura can wind up boosting up their speed, if that's what you want to do. Oh no. Really? Wow. I don't remember ever seeing that happen. Goodness me. Oh, it's because you don't worry about powering him up quite that early then. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, so a lot of these, like this, it is just a pure, you need damage. It is not getting fancy and tricky with special abilities and stuns and slows or whatever. You need raw damage output if you're going to be beating these guys. That's not a great spot because he'll be firing, yeah, off-screen initially, which means some of his damage just doesn't happen. But once it does start happening, he really lays into things. So, not a big problem. Want another Billy over there, too. Get some dual-wielding action going on. Because Billy's damage is just so low, it's really not worth the effort there. And so there's so many caprals, really. Everybody else is going to have to be focused on taking them out, so headshots aren't a big problem. you'll get all the experience you need. That's going to happen. Probably enough headshots for now. Maybe. Yeah, moving the mouse, even when it's not on the screen, actually slows that down, doesn't it? Oh, good. Nice if you can hover over and see how much experience somebody has. It doesn't let you do that, which I find kind of annoying. It's pretty much all the more that we need to build. We need to power up guys further. There you go. Pretty much a quarter of the time he's going to be doing 64 damage. That's some good stuff there. Keep more data popping. A 4% speed increase is not much. A 20% is quite nice. 163 on your attack speed. That is inhuman. Massive damage on you. Four is usually good enough. It's pretty much double damage on whoever you're powering up. Yeah, 30% to 30% chance of doing the max. Now there are caprals here, so it sucks powering those guys up for headshots because they're just not going to be getting many. So this is just a the billies are officially useless kind of situation. Oh well. Oop, nope. What am I doing? Nope, 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 nope. Need a new hat. Need that radius hat. Which means I'm done with the money hat. Need the radius hat. I've learned this one before. This is a TBJ. What am I doing? Yeah, TBJ. We got a long time before we have to worry about getting the aura on Tecumseh, so we don't worry about getting the aura on Tecumseh yet. But we're going to have two Johnnies on the corners, and then David's just everywhere else. And loads up on load up on stuns on Billy, as you do. Eventually, though. Not yet. I mean, you can see there's caprals coming, so that's not helpful yet. We're firmly in the realm of more damage is the way to go. As long as I remember, prior to the wave where I have to have the arm, as long as I remember to build that arm, then we're good. So I'll get a third David, and then we get the aura. that little extra attack speed is useful, but it's not going to be the game winner. I think, yeah, now is when I grab the aura. I have the damage established. So we got another David. Look at that range. My goodness. That'll pick off anybody you want. I don't worry about doing upgrades until like 19. Outside of the aura. You need that. But this is just keep building your DPS. That's pretty much it. I think we're supposed to put that David there. Because you get a couple there, and they can still pot shot anything here in the middle. You can see they have the range to be able to do it. It's either there or there. And past that, I think, is upgrade time. Stuns and slows. Yeah, because the next wave we have Caprals. So putting him there actually doesn't benefit me at all. Nope, yep, see, doesn't benefit me at all. Shouldn't have done that. Do you pop early or... see, nope, that was dumb. That's, yeah, I should have, that... Upgrades on 18 is what I should have remembered. And that was dumb of me. I had it up to that point. Not at 19, upgrade at 18. Like one slow or one extra bit of damage. Well, one slow and we could have focused on him, or one slow on him and that would have been enough. So yeah, upgrades at 18. I had myself established at that point. Putting him up there did nothing. They were past me by then. Well, that was dumb, wasn't it? David, 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 David. Don't worry about David's thing. And there will be a Tecumseh aura before the stealthy units come in. So I think this is the one where I kept trying to do it without the radius hat. So don't do that. Stuns don't help on the prongs. Don't use them. And then, yeah, this is where I upgrade for the aura. And then back to David's. I know there was another stage where I was doing things wildly wrong, but I don't remember which one it was. Nice if there was like a hotkey to pause and unpause. There is not, though. Much to my chagrin. Honestly, let's just get some stuns in him now. Yeah, see, that'll work. Slows on the mid David. Oh, that's the mid David, yes. There we go. 2 slows, 2 stuns. I get 1 more stun into you. Less overall damage, but absolutely, yes, there you go. Absolutely hampering things like that. That's the next wave where we worry about hampering guys like that, but that's fine. Try to delay their little waves here, desync them. There we go. That's what you want to see. Grab the next one. It's not going to be helpful on the balls, but that's okay. We have enough damage on this. I wonder if I should be boosting the Johnny. That might have helped. I do get a couple of hastes on Tecumseh here, don't I? I'll get to 50, so I can grab 2 upgrades on you all at the same time. 50, so I can do that with you as well. And then the backup guys all get blown up too. One more. Do it 4 upgrades to anyone in the bottleneck, but it's cool. Grab another haste. Everybody fires faster. Crit's probably not going to be enough to be worth anything. Especially not when the bosses come in. 1 extra slow. Yeah, he gets blowed out. Oh no. Cool. Fix that bridge for me, sir. 10 is bottleneck the mid. Yeah, this one. Ugh. This one with 2 Davids. Yeah, it's that David, that David. And I put a Johnny, another David, Johnny, and David's, and work your way back. So you have to build a solid middle here to pick off stragglers. And you kind of build backwards and your way up to making the bottleneck proper at the top of the stage. So he'll get to his aura, and then I build a Johnny, and he's back up for all the way the long walkers, which I think there's like 1, maybe 2. I toyed with getting a slow earlier on that David, but it just wasn't enough to really matter too much. I completely missed that spot. My goodness. But he'll kill them. He only needs 2 shots on the last one. Yep. If I'd gotten him there earlier, I don't think it would have been enough. Oh, I do get the slow on the David, according to my notes. Look at that. Okay, we'll get a slow on the David. Jeez. Johnny left at Tecumseh, David further left on the bar, Johnny on the upper left corner, build David's forward. There you go. Yeah, look at that. And the aura is large enough now that that'll actually, he's benefiting from it. It's not much. 0.57 versus 0.55. That little extra bit is sometimes all that you need. Between that and the extra radius. Oh no. No! Oh, I thought I had it right. That was weird. That's real weird. Maybe it's because I have to have you there and not on the corner. Well, that was dumb. Aura, slow, Johnny, David further on the bar. It's weird. Oh well. There. Doesn't say anything about getting a second David, though. It's very interesting. I wonder if it's because that early slow, like I mentioned in one of the previous stages, it makes it so that he does not target the same guy. He will try to slow down multiple people in the wave. I'm wondering if that's it. And sometimes you don't need the full blast that he's going to give you. You just need something fast enough to pick him off so that David then can then target somebody else. Well, that's 3 stages now where I had to have a redo. That was dumb of me. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, look at that. Slow all the way. Oh, no. I gotta wait for him. Ugh. Yeah, see if I'd had a Johnny anywhere, but I'd have to take the slow from him and then put the Johnny somewhere else, and I just don't think it's worth it. And they do a lot of whittling there. Pull them all down. And you have to wait it out, but that's okay. Oh, I think you either build David's forward or you get the Tecumseh rolling early. I kind of like just building David's forward. I'm pretty sure it's faster. I mean, Tecumseh's going to get his experience. That's not an issue. So we can get our Tecumseh going then. He does a lot of damage. Warden David. And he has his aura. And then we just build a bunch of guys all around him and watch the bottleneck essentially shift upwards. He doesn't get benefits of the aura there, but he can get guys on the backside. So not a big problem there. It takes a lot of the pressure on that first bottleneck off on the mid bar there. They don't even get all the way down. Really should have a Billy up there too, because the dual wielding is very, very helpful. You don't worry about stuns on this one. You wind up with copious amounts of units up there that just mangle everything that you see. Since you get the full amount of the money, you don't need the experience. You get the money faster, you build units faster. Most of his damage winds up kind of after the first guy, since that Johnny is then dragged forward on his aiming. All the rest of his damage winds up being fine. He gets a shot off on everybody. David's his money. headshotting guys. It allows everybody to move up on the other units faster. Plus, these guys all get the one last shot if something somehow gets through. So, right as someone's about to try and grab a cow, which I don't think anyone comes anywhere close to that. Yeah, no, they get destroyed. Just keep popping heads. It's faster. Here's a headshot. The Caprals, blue guys, they suck. Not really much you can be able to do about it. Put David there, and that's pretty much it. Well, yeah, a couple days ago. They can still hit things. Not the fastest in the world, but I mean, they do start getting a good amount. They're getting all their shots in. Vitamin bullet. Close to more headshots. Not gonna get the experience there, are you? Look at it here. Here it is. I can't believe I had to restart this one too. So, yeah. Hate everything. It's terrible. Yep. He actually gets the R there too. Let's put a Johnny there because why not? David here because why not? I'm reasonably certain nothing is going to get to the second bottle. Just to kind of ensure that that's a thing, let's go ahead and get your speed up. Everybody's speed up. Last wave up. I shouldn't have to boost anything. We've got this one in the bag. Yeah, the few guys that got through still got destroyed. Now 11 is interesting. 11 is very, very interesting. Nope. What am I doing? Quit. I have to go back to Town 4. Because I need the radius hat, Town 4 gun, money belt, money gun. Surprisingly. You would think with the lesser stats across the board that would be terrible, except this gives you enough cash to be able to do this. And you actually we'll restart that. You don't need other guys other than the Tecumsehs at the start. You now have lower damage, but that's fine. You want the experience getting dumped into them as soon as possible. Now, we have their backup. We build David's forward. So with the lesser range, we wind up barely sniping that guy. But a lot of this winds up being a bit of a damage race. And even then, I do sometimes, possibly because I just don't know, I put someone in the wrong spot somewhere. I wind up having to build a backup David up there to snipe the last of someone, but you never want to be in that position. It's not a good position. Get your first stun rolling. Again, it doesn't help on crawls, but it absolutely helps everywhere else. Two more Davids. Oh, look at that. The long range stun. Nice. And he is the one that gets slows. Long ways off from your next upgrade. So, this is the point where actually, I forget we have two Johnnies that we put on the corners. Again, just that little bit extra. Very helpful. Yeah, like that. Oops, you got stunned. So now we can actually start boosting damage. Everybody, I'm going to want your third. Power everybody up. Everybody's got at least one rank. Probably should have gone for a second slow, but it's not. I saw the crawl, so it wasn't going to help. Second slow really starts to add up. I think let's just get you to 3. Longer time for everybody on the bottleneck. So, ooh, get those drunks. We don't want that. Do not want that happening. I haven't powered him up yet. Okay, well, good to know. Now you are. Oh, this is the last wave. This is the wave where, I mean, we've pretty much got it set in stone. If things get past us, we can sell all of our units, but we don't have to. Look at that. All right, I like it. Good stuff. Final town, best gear. Go ahead and hire Chuck. Why not? And then just whatever. Just buy the rest of some of these stats because I don't know. You don't really care too much. Whatever. Oh. So whatever, finish with the Town 5 money gun. Town 5 belt. Tier 4 radius. Tier 4 radius. That is what you want to see. Moving on to 12. Tecumseh on the center bottleneck and nothing else. Now the problem with this is that there can be a couple of these drunks might get through. Hopefully not. Good. Clear to 3, get Aura, build Johnny's. Because he's hitting about 10 harder per shot. No, I guess it was 10 harder than what's his butt? What am I trying to say here? Than what Johnny was. But now you build down. You got another Tecumseh here. The last upgrade we wind up doing is we get that hat. The Town 5's hat. You know, Chuckville. I don't know what you call it. I keep wondering if it would be better to put him here, but his aura covers enough. It's not a big issue. We just lay in a bunch of Davids everywhere. Front lines can be Johnnies. Fire faster, and when you build up their crit rate, it's insane. I do want to put a Billy like right there. Guess I should have more. Put a Billy here for some headshots. As per usual, you start seeing just a ton of Caprals, so it winds up being a bit of a fool's gold idea. A bit of a fool's gold, but it's nothing major. And as usual, since Johnny fires that much faster, I mean, you might as well. You can have Davids behind them, since they'll still be able to reach. Head popping, right as Capral show up. Of course. Oh well. So the big boys, they have the yellow health bar, which actually takes reduced damage. And then they have the second health bar that is their actual health bar, which takes regular damage. So, kind of annoying. What are you going to do? It's pretty much just get as many warm bodies as you can out there. Pops in and immediately dies. I like it. It's fine. Not for them, clearly. Good for them. And crit on those Johnnies right there. Right here. But for now, I'm just going to go with raw damage. Fill out some more Davids. The David's over here too. Since this is less about experience and more about actually killing everybody, the Caprals unfortunately don't help. But things that aren't Caprals might just immediately explode from a headshot, so only an 8% chance. Oh no. That's pretty much all the units that I'm going to worry about using. So now it's just going to be upgrading stuff. robust 72 headshot there. Just dead. It might as well be a headshot for a lot of these guys. Well, no, they have too much health. Never mind. I'm surprised he's able to get all the way up to 4. I mean, I like it. I'm not complaining. Alright, got our amulet. We got our radius boots. Because radius is just busted in this game. You can't control the terrain, but you can control having a huge amount of radius, which allows you to steamroll them pretty hard. Now, slight change to the meta. I need to run this twice to get to 950. Slight change. This is the fastest way of doing it. Hello, phone. What are you doing? Spam risk. Oh, goodness. Because I don't think anything really ever gets in the range of that one. Whatever. Great. And that gets me the hat. I needed 950. Because in order to afford the hat, I have to sell that, which costs 350. Look at that. Super hat. And this is the end game build. On to 13. Tecumseh on the top. Dump experience. Aura, David's. This is the bottleneck. Now this one has a boss Capral, which is quite unfortunate. So damage is keen, as is always. So it is written. We're less concerned about experience, more concerned about just getting bodies up there. Since we're not concerned about experience, that means billies are also really good. But they are low damage, so you can't headshot the boss. Stuns are fine, but who cares? Kill faster. Oh no! Yeah, so now David's are hitting for 47. It's great. Tecumseh's have a speed of exactly 1. It's great. I'm trying to remember where I put you. So I think it's double Billy's. But Billy might be one further up. it's based off the radius. Okay, so they are one further up. So I can get 2 more Davids there. And he has the range to be able to hit from here. Oh, there's another Tecumseh right there, so I have double aura. That's what I was thinking of. Billy's actually hitting for respectable damage. It's kind of funny. 15 when Johnny starts out at 15. Get your experience up. Thank you. So now I have the full bottleneck listed there. The bottleneck is now the hurricane. No, that's not true. The bottleneck became so the hurricane became the red. Bottleneck is always the bottleneck. Let me just shut down because nobody was coming out to watch shows. And then from here, it's powering dudes up, as you do. I'll be getting more headshots in. 3 is probably fine, and then I'll just worry about boosting up everyone's damage. That should be a 4. Oh, only 3. You didn't have enough experience. Yeah. You should. Nope, only 2. My goodness. 2 is still better than nothing. Well, you had your character early enough. You should get hit before. Oh, you can go all the way to 5. Oh, well, darn. For the cost of another David, I have a David that hits about 47. You hit for, well, 83. So about twice as hard. Just under it, but that's fine. Rather than trying to find another space for him, we'll just find more damage for you. How about that? Hope that sounds good. Enough to build a, get more. Everybody fires a little faster. And I want everybody that's in your aura to be able to hit harder. And here's the boss. And we gotta wait for him to come all the way around. And he's dead. Great. Here's a lengthy one for you. Ugh. This one takes a while, unfortunately. You gotta have the back half bottleneck. The safety starter set, your backup plan. It also doubles as assisting on anything on the lower side of the map. We get an aura, we get a stun, we get a slow, and Johnny is there. And then we build forward and up, and then also down here. You can't build on this spot. I don't know why. Doesn't let you. It's very weird. hate how it does that sometimes. You click on another unit, for some odd reason it clicks on him, possibly because of his aura. But whatever. Annoying, but what are you going to do? So I've got like 3 time saves to go in this one. And I don't even really need to run one twice to get that hat earlier. I could just go run 13 and then have enough money and then double back. However, you're kind of in the area of that first one, and you only got to run it twice and it goes super fast. I don't know if that overcomes the amount of damage loss on 13, but it's how I've been doing it. So that might be a 4th time save, strictly from routing perspective. Shoot all 4 of them. Get the Holy Cross, David, right there. Or Celtic Cross. Holy Cross is higher up. But yeah, here's the Caprals, aka need more damage than finesse. No, we don't put you there. What am I doing? Johnny's doing a robust 20 damage now. I like it. And whatever's left over gets scrambled by the back end there. Oops, that guy showed up. So it's annoying how you have to build 2 bottlenecks here. I mean, you don't have to. You can build a really solid one up top. Got a bunch of resources into that. And then you're just waiting for everybody to run back to this point to get hurt. Which isn't fun. Not big. Also, the joys of Tecumseh only needing 1 level to be able to be up and rolling like that. Head popping, and this is the last time we use head pop. We don't do it on the last stage. We need to have a double billy stun zone. Good fun times. You can't build there. I don't know why. It does not want to let you build there. It's very... Oh, I was supposed to put you 1 higher. Well, I'm going to sell you. That was dumb. Misplaced. Sets me back on cash and experience on the Tecumseh. I need him all the way around that bottleneck for his aura to be there. Pick off the guys that are coming. That was dumb. I did it bad. There, like that. That's what you want to see. You can't put him any lower, but because you have these guys able to help pick off on the backside, it's fine. We put Johnny there. And then that's really all you need. You can put more Johnnies down, but upgrading head popping is, not Johnny. Upgrading the head popping just speeds things up a lot faster. And I have so many Davids on the bar there that they all just ignite things. Not literally. And you don't need Chuck. His damage is huge, but it's pretty much comparable to David from, I guess, overall DPS. If you're looking at how fast he fires versus the damage, he'll get one-shotting David's 2. They're pretty much the same speed. His radius is much better, but if the map doesn't require it, then why bother wasting your time with it? Chance of them big crits. And yeah, things should not be getting past the initial salvo. Here. If they do, oh well, they won't make it to the original bottleneck. It's the fun. Go ahead and power up. Yeah, these guys at this point, they have shot a lot of things. They are all going to be able to go right to 5. He won't. And the further back you go, they won't. Probably should. Max level for you. You're kind of the anti-Capral. You fire really fast, and occasionally you effectively headshot things. Because hey, why not? Speed up everybody there. Fire that faster. Try to get more headshots in, try to get more crits of that nature. 4 is good. Yeah, things aren't getting past the initial bottlenecks. Let's throw down some chucks. Let's have some fun. Throw down some chucks. It's the last wave anyways, who cares? See, doing this a lot better and easier and all that jazz. Alright. Ooh boy. Here's the trouble one. Alright. Quick reading of my notes. What am I doing? TJDD. TJDD. Billy's on the corners. David next to Billy. Get his aura up as soon as you can. Great. Got our aura. Billy the first. I wasn't really supposed to worry about putting that other Johnny down yet, so I could have had that Billy up sooner. It doesn't hugely matter though. There's our murder hole. David next to the first Billy. Johnny between the plants, top left. This one I even actually have notes about when I worry about upgrading people. At that point, it's kind of important. Let me see. Johnny top side between the plants, and then Johnny opposite side. Those are Johnny's on the spot. And then David on the top left. Top left bottom corner. Okay, now is when we get stuns on the Billies. It's pretty much build a Billy. Slow, yes. Shoot, where am I at? 2 stuns, 1 slow. Yep. Not surprising. Have enough cash. Have enough cash. Doesn't help on the crawls, but that's okay. We have enough damage to clear through everybody here. 2 stuns. Billy left, few stuns go off. Yay. David north of Billy David. So another David. Yeah. Right there. Stun slow 3. That's a preview of what the boss looks like right there. 1 Capral and 1 healer. How much fun. Because you wind up getting a lot of stuns and slows right in here, you want more damage up there to help clear through things as opposed to sitting around waiting. Yep, just build to 4 on the stuns and slows. Yep. Johnny above the BDD cactus. Oh, the Billy David cactus. Right. Oh, that's supposed to be a Johnny. Whoops. Oh well. Not gonna lose sleep over it. In too deep. But yeah, this is a bit of a murder hole right here. It's definitely fine. You reach from there? Not really. I want to get to your stuns, but I can't afford them yet. Headshot's not useful. You're not going to be able to headshot the bosses. I mean, they're okay for everybody else, but just the sheer number of Caprals makes it difficult. And that's when you start needing those guys there. David next to top right Johnny's. So there. So, big surprise. Bunch of Davids out there. Hey, who knew, right? David upper left between DJ. Oh yeah, there's 2 more Davids out there. Again, since they're all stuck in this little bottleneck. So 1 more David there, and I think it's just power-ups. Isn't it? Yes. I really thought there were Davids on the left here. Left of the aura field. Sure, there should be at least, like right there, right there. But otherwise, it'll be powering guys up. All that damage you can go. Get that last step nice slow. His aura isn't really going to do a huge... Well, I mean, it does speed up his firing speed, so there's that. 189 as opposed to 167, and that's with only 2. It's a lot more shots going out. Yeah. 198 versus trying to figure out who they're going to shoot. I do wonder if I should get a couple chucks here. They would actually have enough range. But at the same time, the damage needs to be going up. Most definitely. How about you, sir? Well, you can get all the way to 5, but I didn't. I do. 30% chance of just destruction. Since you're right next to where guys get stunned, that's good to have. There's your damage. Maybe one for you. Well, you are risky. I do wonder. I've thought about, and it's because it's not guaranteed. I do wonder if that shoot through would be useful here in the bottleneck. Four is good enough for any given David. Coming up on the end game here. One last David as an insurance policy. Yeah, boss. One Capral, one Shaman. Wunderbar. Nobody likes you down. Yeah, because it's a chance to shoot through. That's garbage. I mean, right now it would be great, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. So do all the damage you can to the Capral and kill him. Great, and the Shaman is stunned, and that's that. Nice. Hurry up and rush off the screen. Nice. And boom. 138. And I've got like another 5 minutes to save, yeah. Some best 133. Yeah, I got 5 more minutes to go on crushing this thing. But, well, that's a long way 80% hard, so there's that. Hell yeah. Did I get all achievements? I did. No, I didn't complete 2 quests? No. Hang on, what's the other quest I didn't do? That's interesting. What is the other quest that I didn't do? I think it's one where I have to go back to, like, that town, I think. Interesting. I missed a quest. If it is this, that saves me from having to go to 1. No. Complete 2 quests. Interesting. I thought I did both quests. There's no question marks. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Nothing swanky or hidden or anything. Oh well. Well, that's 70% hard mode.